And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Good. 180. Hey, alert 33. Hey, let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check number 6.
Oh, what a move. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
47. Check, 47. I got it. Hey, check, Mike, 46. Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. Here we go. Ready, hit.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Sugar, sugar.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On second and 9, Brady, screen pass to Lindsay. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches. They run. This is Melvin Gordon, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the Broncos first down.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. This will be from 56 yards out. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Browns take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Attack!
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Reset. You want this? Check.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
180. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Alert, 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 alert.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, they scared.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Seibert's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Brady now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Lindsey. Spinning away. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14 to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
That's caught at the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First Down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Denver.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
49, check 49, check 50. Mike 50. Check right. Sugar.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Broncos.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Wait 20. All day, baby, all day. Alert. Hey, Delta.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
17-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Shit.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Bang, 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 bang. You draw corpus.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Protein spill.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his 1st career interception. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, exit. 51, right 51. Double dog, that's the way. He's cracked.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
I'm here all day. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Man out. Hurry. 45. Mike, 45. Hurry. Give me that ball. Hurry. Give me that. Watch out.
They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
We got to step it up.
Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike. Hey, watch your leg.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Now Mayfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Check 24. Check 24.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. One final try now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Browns, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.